all of space technology is about doing things that have not been done before. So you have to build this new technology. But there's always things that you can use that technology for that were not envisioned at the time. I'll just use a couple of examples. So you wanted to be able to understand the biomedical readings that the astronauts had while they were flying. We didn't really have that capability in the 1950s and into the early 1960s, but NASA was able to develop what they call biobelts. They were harnesses with sensors on them that would radio back to Earth the vital signs of the astronaut in orbit, the heartbeat, the pulse, all of these various sorts of things, how much oxygen they were taking in. And they were able to monitor those. Anybody who's ever had any sort of serious ailment will be familiar with these, because they tend to get put on people today in the hospital and after they're released from the hospital so that they can be monitored, especially people with heart conditions. A second technology that I think is fascinating that we don't think about very much. We have this ubiquitous capability to communicate, to use the internet, to have computing power in our smartphones that were unheard of in this particular time. But at some level, the origins of that technological revolution were seated in the Apollo program and the other space activities of the 1960s. There's whomsoever we wish. We think nothing about going online and finding some piece of information in some disparate part of the world about anything you can imagine. That technology, that capability is really the result of our ability to fly in space. This is how our world has changed, and while we might be upset occasionally about this modern technology and what it doesn't do for us, or sometimes it's a little overbearing and we don't want to deal with it anymore and turn off our Twitter account, the reality is that this is a result of our ability to fly in space and to use it for purposes here on Earth, and we don't want to go back, that's for sure.